On May 13th, DJI just released the Mavic 4 Pro, which is an amazing drone, a 6K camera that can shoot vertical and horizontal, can go 360 degrees with the gimbal, 51-minute battery life, so much more when it comes to an upgrade from the Mavic 3. But it's not going to be in the US. If you don't know me, my name is Jacob. I run a 6-figure drone business here in Las Vegas, been flying drones professionally for about 7+ years now, and helped over 100 drone pilots take their businesses to the next level, flying drones in the drone crew community that I built over the last couple of years. What's the deal with DJI? So there are a couple reasons why they didn't launch in the US. They launched in Canada, they rolled out basically every other country that they do business in, except for the US. Two reasons for that. Obviously right now, they've got number one, tariffs that they're dealing with the US, going through customs sounds like a big problem, and the prices would be significantly higher if they were to start rolling it into the US. That may change, that may not change. But really number two, the reason that I think is the biggest one, is the US has made it very clear that they don't want to work with DJI. They don't like DJI, it's a Chinese company, and moving forward, they're trying to phase DJI out of the drone industry market because they don't trust them. Well, that may be true, that may be not true. If they're spying on us, that sucks. Maybe it's just completely made up. But at the end of the day, when the Countering CCP Drones Act went into effect, there wasn't a ton of verbiage against Chinese-made drones the way that people in, the senators, congressmen, people in government wanted to actually see. And what happened after that came through? Well, all of a sudden there were a bunch of problems in customs on the border with trying to get these DJI drones into the country. That was when they rolled out the Air 3S. I think it was October, November of 2024. And it was a nightmare. A lot of people were waiting for their drones for a significant amount of time. There's still some drones that are just stuck in the customs right now. There really is no reason why that happened, other than the Countering CCP Drones Act didn't go through the way that people wanted, and they were able to kind of use the customs as a way to halt them providing all the products that they were looking to provide. Now, at this point, if you really wanted to get an Air 3S, I'm sure you've gotten it. Maybe it took you a month, maybe it took you longer, maybe you canceled with DJI, found somebody else that you could get it through. But now, after going through that, not even 6 months ago, DJI is not really stoked on being able to, on rolling out something again and having that happen at customs at the border with a new product. So they just decided, hey, we're not going to roll it out to the US, and they really don't have a plan for when they're going to do that. Now, there are a couple of stores, shops online that I've been looking at because I obviously want to get my hands on one. Adorama, I'm actually back ordered on their site for the, I think it's the $4,700 package. And there's also a New York shop that apparently can sell them, but they're only selling in person. So if you look on their site, I think it's New York something, they are sold out. With Amazon, you can't buy it here. Some people are trying to buy it from other countries and then bring it in. Well, DJI says that if you do that, it will void the warranty because that's, for whatever reason, breaking the rules. And legally, you can still fly the Mavic 4 Pro. I believe they have a radio license to use the radio frequencies and connections here in the US, but they've just paused. They've paused the rollout for the US, which is really sad, but probably something they needed to do to avoid the nightmare that happened last time. This means long-term, maybe they'll start phasing out of the US market, even though it is such a significant amount of business. I don't see them actually doing that, but hopefully we can figure out a way for us to partner with DJI in the future so that we know that things are safe, things are secure, and we can actually legally operate, because at the end of the day, there isn't a drone manufacturer in the US that's on the blue list that I would want to go with right now that could actually do what DJI does. They're the best, and there's no one really that can compete with them yet. Not to say that that couldn't happen, moving forward, where they would change things up and there would be another manufacturer that could actually compete. Hopefully that happens. I think that would be great for the economy. I think that would be great for what we're doing. Give me more variety versus having 10 DJI drones that I use. At this point, DJI is still the best. They're overall the best option when it comes to anything in the market, and I still got to work with them. like I still want to use their drones. Like the Mavic 4 Pro, amazing drone, looks really, really great. Answered a lot of questions that I had. They took a lot of feedback after the Mavic 3 Pro for what to make better and how to leverage as a creator and just as a cinematographer. I think the drone is really, really great. So I'm hoping that one day soon, maybe in the next couple weeks, I can actually get my hands on it. Now, when I looked at Adorama, the one that I was looking at was the special screen that can move around. There was the standard just drone and controller, the RC1. I don't think it was the RC Pro or whatever. That one said it was in stock and could ship by Monday, and that was yesterday when everything came out. Today it's still showing like pre-order, so I'm on the pre-order list for the, like I said, the bigger one, the package one. Hopefully I can get that soon. We'll see when I get notified and if it actually gets held up in customs or if they have drones currently in the US right now that we can get our hands on. So until then, just fly your Mavic 3s and go from there. Hopefully we can get our hands on this new equipment, and hopefully the US isn't doomed for all eternity in the drone industry. We'll see you next time.